What's up, everybody? K2 here. Coming to you today with what might be, a controversial subject, but I want to talk about the potential of humanity. So, what is the, potential of the human being? Well, for me, it started with Jesus, John 14:12. He wrote, "Very truly I tell you, not only will my disciples do the works that I've done, but they'll do greater things because I'm going to the Father." And, I can't honestly sit here and say that I believe that to be the absolute truth back then. But I did have faith. I had the faith of a mustard seed that's talked about. And I can remember praying, just Jesus, if you are who you are, just lead me. And, there's no place that I won't follow. And so that's how my spiritual journey began seeking. First started in the church for me. And then it came a point where inside what I was hearing is that God is within. And so the answers that you're seeking aren't going to be found in the church walls. And so I started to, go into a self and act on the things that I was hearing. And where I was led to was the ancient practices of India, mostly yoga, or what most, people call yoga as asanas. Just kind of started doing it at home, reading a book, local gyms, things like that. And then I came across Paramahansa Yogananda. Um, he was a guru from 1920. He wrote a book called Autobiography of a Yogi. In that book, it wasn't about him. It was about people that he had come across throughout his journey, other beings who had done works that was similar or, you know, supernatural, you can say. And so that was kind of my first time hearing other stories like that, besides Jesus, besides Moses. Um, and it just kind of brought a different understanding, a different belief behind the full potential of what a human can live. And so from there, I really got intrigued and started looking deeper. That's when I found Maharshi Mahesh Yogi. Maharshi means great seer. There was also a Maharshi before him that a lot of people know of, Maharshi Patanjali. So he created Ashtanga Yoga, or the eight limbs of yoga, which all lead to union or yoga. That's like asanas, pranayama, meditation, things like that. He also wrote what's called the Maharshi Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Sutras he was giving as a siddhi. A siddhi is a supernatural power, and they were sutras or phrases that can be said to help you develop these supernatural abilities. Very intriguing. Have to be at like different states of consciousness to really comprehend that. Same thing with the Bible, you can say. The higher level of consciousness that you're in, the different way that you'll understand, those texts. But Maharshi was someone who actually gave a technique of these sutras so that you can not only have this as a knowledge, but also as an experience. And so when I went there and enrolled in school there at the Maharshi International University, that's when I learned TM in 2018. Did the advanced techniques kind of one after another over the first year, and then after a year I learned the TM City program. And so what TM is allowing you to do is to go within. It's settling your mind down. If you settle the mind down, you can also settle down the body, because the mind and body is intimately connected. And then the mind transcends, you can say, sensory perceptions, and has this more internal experience. And so over a year, I'm transcending and getting my body and mind is getting accustomed to that transcendent state. Now that you are accustomed to that, the TM City program is to teach you how to think and act from that level within, from the kingdom of heaven that's within. And so your thoughts have more power, more amplitude, and you start to have your desires fulfilled with least effort and most efficiency. Now, some of those sutras are based for supernatural abilities, which you really have to be in that transcendent state where you're living that not only in meditation, but also in activity, which changes the physiology, and then your thoughts have that power and effect as well. So this started as faith for me, turned into a belief. For me, it's now a knowing, and this is where I spend a lot of my time at throughout the day. This is how I've, gained my level back in health. This is how I gained, the spa, my successes, and all the things that I'm able to do. And I'm looking forward to these days where I'm actually living the word of Christ. And it's just not something that's written in a book. So if you want to know anything more about the TM City program, You'll Get Flying, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And you guys have a great day. Namaste.